So last year in Feb, I decided to run a marathon at the end of the year. This was a challenge I set for myself to see if I'm strong enough to do something hard. Running a marathon isn't easy, but it was a challenge I set for myself to see if I'm strong enough. And here's the progress.
So, to just make this short and brief, ladies and gentlemen, I am organizing a marathon. I want to challenge myself, and I also want you to challenge yourself, at the end of the year, that you can do something that you've never done before, and you're strong enough to do something that's as wild as running a marathon. I've never ran a marathon in my entire life, but I'm challenging myself to run a marathon, and I want you to also challenge yourself to run a marathon. So,
For every single week till the first week of December, I was training. Here are a few clips of my training. Marathon day came, and I wasn't supported by any sponsors. This was all fully funded by myself. I was running by myself, and I was about to quit because it's a very mentally difficult challenge, but I had to push myself.
10 kilometers. Let's go, people. At 20 kilometers now. Just about halfway through the marathon. Yeah, we're still good. We're still going. It's a bit difficult, I won't lie, but we can make it through. For a fact, we'll definitely make it through. So right now, just hit 20. So now I'm gonna hit 20 back. Yeah, if I hit 20 back, then definitely we would have completed the marathon. But where I'm going back, it's not gonna be easy. But I can push. I can push. Now my legs, I can kind of feel the sting. Regret, but we're good. Right now we're just taking a quick young break, maybe a 2-kilometer walk. Then we're back and running. So I'll catch you when I hit 25. Go. Yeah, what's popping, people? Just hit 30 kilometers. It's about 12 more kilometers left. Then we would have done this thing. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Let's go.
At this point, I had hit 36 kilometers and I was exhausted. I was at a brink of giving up. I was at a point of calling someone to come pick me up, but I had to push myself and I had to keep going because there's a reason as to why I ran this marathon, and I had to prove myself right before I can prove it to anyone else. After fighting myself, fighting all the odds that were stopping me from running this marathon, I finally completed the marathon. So, what's coming up next? This is of your discretion because I was exhausted and I was about to faint. But here's what I had to say at the end of the marathon.
Never give up on your dreams. Never. Right now I feel emotional. If you ever set goals for yourself, make it a point to achieve them. Your job is not to prove a point to people, but to prove a point to yourself that you can do hard things. I made it a point to myself early on this year that I can do a marathon by the end of the year.
And guess what? I did it. No help, nothing. A wise man once said, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. The point is to never stop moving. A lot of people told me, Kuti, you're never going to amount to anything. Don't do things because of people, but do things for yourself. Told myself, remember the video that I showed you guys that I posted back in February, that I'm going to run a marathon at the end of the year. Guess what? I did it. And I finished it. I don't care about the time. The point is, I never stop moving. So if you've got to go for next year, make it a point to achieve it. Stay calm, stay breathing. So